Match 4 of the 2025 Top End T20 series, sponsored by NT Tourism. Don't have much information really on the Chicago Kingsmen. Don't know what to expect. You can see the Perth Scorchers line up on the screen now, and obviously we'll get to know a bit more about them as the game progresses. But as Steve said, the Scorchers have won the toss, elected to bat, which seems to be the trend here in the tournament so far. Welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin in the top end of Australia, as we see the umpires Imran Mohammed and Simon Burns making their way out onto the field.
Yeah, you might think he's going to get a little bit of extra movement with the breeze in his face.
Oh, it's slipped down the leg side, first ball, so that's called a wide, and the Scorch. It's a better ball on target and just pushed away into the line on the pads and worked away nicely by Wyllie. This one's short, pulled away. It got onto him a bit quickly, I think. Got it a bit. This time just to push into the offside by Fanning to get himself off the mark. There's this time
as we speak.
That's over the top. It's going all the way over the top. Just a scoop shot there, cleverly played, and got a good piece of the bat straight over the boundary at a very fine leg, almost over the wicket-keeper's head. So,
yeah, absolutely cracking shot, that one.
Just used the pace of the ball, helped it. Bit of pace taken off that one by 𝗂𝗄𝗃𝗃 and picked up by Wyllie, who just worked the ball around behind square leg, and fielder coming in. Full ball this time. Fanning's driving out into the covers, but can't beat the fieldsman out there, and no runs scored. So outside the off stump again. Not really timed. The ball gets down to mid-off, and Fanning gets himself a single. Oh, big swing out onto the left side. It's the fielder diving out there, just couldn't get a hand to it, and it's gone over the boundary in the mid-wicket area for 4 runs to Wyllie once again, and just found the gap, was wide enough of the player deep on the boundary line, and 4 runs to end the over. So just the replay here, and just a swing through the ball and freed his arms and got it away around the wicket, and this time a bit short, and Fanning's onto that quickly, all over it, and pulls it away backward of square for his first boundary. This time an attempted sweep, and a shout for LBW. It's been given, so a very confident appeal, and Fanning has a look back at the umpire, but he has to go LBW from around the wicket. So that's a wicket that the Kingsmen will be happy to get after they've struggled a little bit with their line and lengths, and it's the captain Fanning on his way for 7 runs
in a row, but possibly it stayed a little bit lower, possibly it moved a little bit. Let's have a look. Yeah, coming from around the wicket, there's always a little bit more doubt.
He certainly angled in, and he was trying to hit Kumar again. Short and pulled away out on the leg side, but just got onto him a bit quicker than he thought, I think. And short again, pulled away by Goodwin. There's a fielder out in the deep that's going to go straight to him, and again, just an easy single. Good return throw. And that's the end of 𝗬𝗪 again this time. Work to the onside. They run hard, pushing for 2, and that's well judged. Oh, just off the outside edge, down to third man. There's that fielder on the third man boundary, comes around now, and keeps it to 2 runs. So Goodwin moves along to 5 at the end of the 5th over, where we see the scoreline reading reverse sweep this time. Pierces the gap between those 2 fielders waiting for the reverse sweep, and the ball just keeps going once it gets into the outfield here at TIO Stadium, and that's rolled all the way for another boundary to Wyllie. And Wyllie down on one knee, thinking about hitting over the top. Just got an inside edge onto. This time, worked down to fine leg and thought about the second run, but that one moved a bit more quickly to the fielder and was able to pick up and throw back and prevent the second run. So advancing down the track this time and just banged in a little bit shorter by Mahmood, and well bowled, and slower ball this time, and just sitting back waiting for it was Wyllie. Hit it pretty well, but once again, yeah, full ball worked away on the onside. They started to come for a second, but it's down the pitch, getting to the ball on the full, drives it down to deep mid-off, and another single. Oh, just swinging this one away off a length and over backward square. He's got a great piece of that. Cleared the outer fence here into the crowd. So that's a great shot. Oh, he's bowled around the legs, going for the sweep shot that time, or the reverse sweep, and yeah, good piece of bowling. Pitched right up and missed the bat, hit the stumps, and so once again it's the spinners that have had the success. We just see the replay on screen now, and he's gone the reverse sweep, and this one just clubbed out into the covers, but it's a slower ball down the leg side, and almost swept down there to the player at short fine leg, and slower ball again. This time worked away down to long on, but only a single there. This one off the thigh pad down the leg side, and they scamper through for what should be a leg bye. It's signalled that way. Advancing down the track was Wyllie, worked it away to the leg side, and again good running. This one shorter outside the off stump and punched away into the offside, but again taking the pace off the ball, Mahmood, and Holt waiting for it, pushes it out forward of point and turns the strike over with a single. What's he got for us this time? This one banged in shorter and pulled away just backward of square out there, but still no more than a single on offer. And that's the third single from the 4 balls that have been bowled in this over. Mahmood, a bit more pace on that one and driven out to long on, but again, only the single. And the end of another good over from Mahmood. He's finished his 3rd over, has conceded just the 13 runs. Oh, it's very short and slow, and had to be waited for and dragged down by Wyllie. And it's keep line again. Again, pace taken off as he's turned it round behind square. It's a full ball, and swinging through it this time out to wide mid-wicket. Oh, good work on the boundary line on the second attempt. It's hooked back by Kumar and thrown in. Umpire's just checking that there was no touch with the rope, but that brings up the 50 for Teague Wyllie, and 50 off 39 balls. So this time pulled away backward of square. The fielder out there doing some work, does well to chop it off, and again prevents the boundary being scored. And swung away over the leg side again, but straight to the fielder out there. And another single on the board to Holt. Oh, full ball, full toss, and this time it's hoiked away back behind square leg. Well picked up by Wyllie this time, and that goes all the way to the boundary. And it's the first one we've seen for a number of overs, as we've said, and just breaking the shackles there. A loose ball, really, full toss about knee height on leg stump, and Teague Wyllie had no problem dealing with that away behind square leg.
Yeah, he certainly holds the key here. If he can go very deep in the innings, they're going to get a really competitive score. If the Kingsmen can get him out soon, it's going to change everything.
This one shorter and smashed straight down the ground over the fieldsman there, working back hard. Looks like it's going to be chopped off there by Azam, and the throw comes in and just keeps the scoring to 2 runs. But Wyllie starting to fall and swung away, long over mid-on, 1 bounce over the rope, and that's a fantastic finish to the over from Teague Wyllie and the Perth Scorchers. And 10 off the last 3 balls meant that the over cost 14 runs, and that's a better over for them to just to push that run rate up a little bit after they'd been bogged down for a few overs, and the run rate, as we can see, back up over 7 and over. But clean hitting there from Wyllie. Took a bit of pace off that one and swept away. Conventional sweep this time out on the leg side. Picked up in the deep by 𝗂𝗄𝗃 Ali and throws the ball back in. Hassan Khan again, this time pushed out into the cover area. Just for a single, and brings Teague back on strike. So faster ball from Khan this time, and Teague using his feet gets down the track. This time out straight to cover. They go for the run. The shy at the stump at the bowler's end comes in, but misses there, and they're through safely for another single. So again full and worked away on the leg side this time by Holt. So another single, and goes the big swing this time out on the leg side. It's falling in short. They're hustling back for the second. A bit of hesitation from Holt, but the throw came. Swung away out to deep mid-wicket by Holt. Oh, that one's quicker. Hit on the pad on the full and attempting the reverse sweep. And caught 𝗿𝗵𝗍 directly in front. So that's the end of Teague Wyllie. The Scorchers would have been hoping that he could hang around and accelerate the scoring, but he's gone the reverse sweep off the full toss and been caught straight in front. So that's a big wicket for the Kingsmen, and again, it's the spinner that does the damage.
Yeah, massive wicket. Build up there with the lack of boundaries and all the boundary space being behind the batter, and he obviously had it in the back of his mind. He wasn't able to score boundary straight to the wicket, but a fantastic knock.
Yeah, it was hit him on the knee roll basically on the full, and yeah, there wasn't much doubt for the umpire on that occasion.
Yeah, earlier Sam Fanning was a little bit unlucky possibly, but I don't know whether there's too much question there.
1 run. Works this away on the offside, straight to the fielder. They take off straight away, sliding in and making his ground was Holt. I suppose we're at that stage where he's in this over. As, oh, the big hit this time. It's high in the air. It's not going to reach the boundary. It's going to go straight down the throat of the fielder out there, and the catch nicely taken by Milind Kumar, who's really been in the game in the field. Spent a lot of the time in the covers, and he took that one comfortably as was hit straight down his throat. And Hassan Khan picks up his 3rd wicket for the match. So it's been a good performance, and once again it's the spinners that are doing the damage.
Yeah, they're hanging in there, the Kingsmen. They're going to end up chasing a gettable score here. They've done a great job in the field.
It has been an impressive performance. So apart from some wides and no ball, full and swung through the line of the ball, straight down the ground over the bowler's head. Nice piece of fielding down there by the big man, Scott Kuggeleijn, and that was great work coming around from. So this one right up in the block hole, and well bowled, and just dugout onto the leg side, and they goes the swing, gets a bottom edge to it, get through to the keeper, but they take the run. Comes in now, left arm round the wicket and just pushed into the leg side, looking for two, but no, not keen to take it. It was Hobson. Short ball this time, pulled away pretty firmly. The fielder's got some work to do, scrambling across, couldn't get to it, and that was well timed. Skated across the boundary, out at square leg there, and made its way all the way to the boundary. So a nice shot from Hobson, but I think 𝗵𝗂𝗽cie would be disappointed with that delivery. Just a bit of a half tracker that he was pulled away pretty easily.
Yeah, he got right on top of that. That was a really good shot. Not necessarily a great ball, but he really made the most of it.
𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐻 this time just pushes it out on the leg side and scampers through for a single. Full ball, driven straight to cover, but they're happy to take the chance on the arm, and in the end the ball wasn't thrown and the single taken. So that's the end of 𝗵𝗂𝗽cie's spell. His 4 overs coming at a cost of 39 runs, and the Scorchers with 2 overs to go, 4 for 126. Pace taken off that one, and ball just hit up to mid-off and through for another single. That brings 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐻 back on strike. Be pretty pleased with that performance so far. Oh, that one's on the pad. Big appeal once again. But umpire Simon Burns not interested. Leg byes signalled. This one fast and full and swung away on the leg side. They're running the first one hard, but no second run as the throw comes in from Teague Wyllie. Ball, it's hit out over the top. That's a great shot, beautifully timed. Square of the wicket on the offside, off the front foot, and one bounce over the boundary line, and a boundary 4 to finish the over, and the Scorchers will be pretty happy about that, getting a boundary away to set themselves up for a run chase in the last over to score as many as they can. 135 on the board with that 1 over to go. The end of Asif Mahmood's spell, terrific spell, 1 for 21 from his 4 overs. Be pretty happy with that, but just see Spoors there giving himself a bit of room, and swings big. It's gone straight up in the air, getting underneath it and taking the catch easily. There is Hassan Khan, and he's had some sort of day so far. Hassan Khan took the 3 wickets when he was bowling, now gets in the action with a catch as well, and Hobson gone, and I guess the wicket's good, but the no runs from the first ball is equally as good at this stage of the game.
Yeah, he had to go. A very comfortable catch, as you said there. He's made some pretty good first impressions here, old Khan. But yeah, 5 balls to go. Tough to come out and score quickly straight away, but that's what they're going to have to do to get themselves above that 140 plus mark, which I reckon is going to be about par, with the pitch maybe a little bit harder to bat on than it has been.
Dances down the pitch, first ball, and smacks it straight back over the bowler's head, and a couple of bounces over the boundary line for 4. So Kelly's come out with some serious intent there, and didn't wait for a sider. Down the pitch, 4 runs over the bowler's head. So a good start for Kelly.
Yeah, magnificent hit there. Very clean.
Slower ball, and it's got through him, bowled him. So a clever piece of bowling from Kuggeleijn. Really mixed up his pace in that last over, and restricted the Scorchers to just the 6 runs, including the leg bye. So that's the end of the Perth Scorchers innings, and in the end, a pretty impressive performance by the Chicago Kingsmen to restrict the Scorchers to that score, get off to a start. They they're well in the game. So the Hassan Khan is an all-rounder, and he's performed in the field, and it'll be interesting to see if he can perform in the bat as well. You see the bowling card there from the Kingsmen, and this match, it's the Scorchers scoring 7 for 141, and the Kingsmen to come out after the break to chase 142 to win. This time driven straight down the ground into the stumps at the bowler's end, and prevented the run being scored. Jahangir, the batsman on strike, was the wicket keeper in the previous innings. Just an inside edge, works it away on the leg side and gets himself a single here. So off the outside edge, gets past the player at first slip and down to third man. They're coming back for the second. Nicely run as the throw comes in. 𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃𝗃 opens his arms and smashes that one over mid-on and out to the boundary for 4. So just had a look at the first couple, but it's nicely played. Just angled bat down to third man, and a single off the first ball of the over from Sterhausen, this time to 𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃𝗃, and he works it down through the vacant gully area for a single as well. So this one's short, pulled away, didn't really catch it, but it falls safely, and another single added to the total. Umpires are happy that that was below shoulder level. Full ball this time and swung away by 𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃𝗃. Just getting a hand to the ball out there was 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, I think, but it's full, smashed away through the offside, but a hand on it prevents the ball from going to the boundary, and that was Hobson at cover point that got his hand to it, and this time worked away behind point. Fielder comes around, it's shy at the stumps, it's a direct hit, but 𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃𝗃 safely made his ground. Terrific pick up and throw. Short, pulled away, but straight down the throat of, I think that's Sterhausen there at the leg gully backward square, and again just got it high on the bat, but straight down his throat. So a good piece of bowling, good piece of captaincy, fielder in the right place. He'll have one ball to face in this Matt Kelly. It's short, he flashes at it outside the off stump, but no contact through to the keeper, and that ends a successful Matt Kelly over. This one off the thigh pad, I think. It's going to run all the way down to the boundary there. It's gone very fine. Leg by signalled off the thigh pad, and 4 runs to the total, which the Kingsmen will be really happy about after they've been tied down for a while. So it's short and worked away backward of square on the leg side. Thought about 2, but coming in fast off the boundary was Teague Wyllie, and this time works it away behind square leg, runs the first run hard, looking to come back, but coming in off the boundary quickly was Sterhausen and prevented the second run. Good work in the outfield. Stepping down the track this time and meeting the ball early out. To worked away, and that fielder's just come up from fine leg, and that's Sterhausen. He does a good job again. Onto it quickly. Again, right up in the block hole and worked away to the leg side. They're going to push for 2 this time. They come back for the second run. The throw comes in low and flat, but they're back. Oh, and a wicket with the first ball. So we were wondering if spin would have an influence in this innings as well, and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 straight through and picks up a wicket with his first ball in the tournament, and his teammates get around him and celebrate as Ali has to depart. Around the wicket. Just through the gate, really. Bit of a lazy shot, I think, and perhaps expecting it. This one on line again, just in the air for a while, but got it down the ground, and they take the single as 𝗂𝗚 was keen to get back for a second, but there was really no chance. 𝗂𝗚 down the pitch, hits long, down the ground, got a good piece of that, and wide of the fielder, Esterhuizen, wide long on, and picks himself up a boundary, just used his feet nicely, swung through and hit the ball cleanly.
And away it goes.
Oh, this time outside was in. Short and smacked away down the ground on the offside. It was 𝗂𝗚 was keen for the second run, but his partner Jahangir sent him back. This one better length, but forced away straight down the ground on the onside this time by Jahangir. And this time successfully guides it away down to the third man area. This one Fuller, a swipe at it, and I think that catch has been taken. The fielder's certainly claiming it. I think he got his hands underneath it. The umpires are going to confer here. But brings a new batsman to the crease in Teague Wyllie. Just see the replay here. See if we can catch where. Yeah, look to get his hands under that pretty well. So Dylan on back foot just pushes it back to the bowler coming through on his follow through. And this time on the offside. Dylan trying to swing at that one. Dylan advances down the pitch this time and drives straight down the ground out to long off. They're looking for two, coming back now. The throw comes into the keeper's end, and Dylan gets back safely. So 2 runs off the final ball, but an excellent opening over from Luke Holt. A full ball hit over the infield, out deep into the outfield, and beautifully placed and timed, and that's a lovely shot from Jahangir, and he gets himself a boundary out over the offside, and in the air on the leg side this time, just chipped it into the infield where there was. Oh, there's a big swing in the air. It's going out deep. The fielder getting underneath it. Oh, it's just slipped out the back. The chart spilled there, and made good ground to get to it, and probably a catch you would say that should have been taken, Steve.
Yeah, tough as a bowler. He's brought the man up from Cow corner, enticed the shot.
Oh, this one's short, pulled away. It's in the gap. It bounces once and over the rope. So a nice shot from Jahangir this time, and found the boundary in between the 2 fielders out there in the deep. Short and pulled away again in the same direction, this time along the ground. But coming across was Matt Kelly, and fielded that one, got the ball back in. So full ball this time, and Jahangir gets it over the infield. It's going out. It's going to go all the way. Again, it's been nicely timed. Got it over the top and away for another boundary. And Jahangir just starting to loosen up now and striking the ball nicely. Nicely bowled, and just off the front foot, pushes it back to Holt.
Looked like
his own fielding.
Looked like a bit of a wrong in there. He's got a good little mix in his kit bag.
Jahangir swings again through the covers. Timed that nicely again, but maybe cut off. I think it just has been. They're going to settle for 2. Good work in the deep, just inside the boundary line, and this one lofted down the ground, but there's coverage out there. Thought about the second. The throw's fired in. Lucky they didn't go for the second as the ball hit the stumps at the bowler's end. So Jahangir goes high. This time it's going to get over the fielder in the midfield. It'll just lob over his head and they'll come back for a second. So didn't quite catch that one in the middle of the bat, but happy to take the 2 runs. Teague Wyllie. He goes high, down the ground, moving around. Esterhuizen takes the ball beautifully out there on the run. And I think the batsman Jahangir and Dylan thinking that he might have stepped on the rope out there, but looked pretty clearly inside from our vantage point up here. And you see the ball in the air for a long time and running around safely inside the rope, and the catch taken. So coming to the crease is Hassan Khan as expected, and we look to see what he can produce. Short, pulled away into the gap on the leg side. That's a good start for Hassan Khan. Starts with a boundary, and a couple of players out there, but placed it perfectly. So Holt will be disappointed with his ball to finish the over. In the air and the offside, and he's just spooned that to cover. And the catch has been taken by Nick Hobson, diving to his left. But again, it's a bit of a lazy shot, a shot that he didn't need to play. He's been playing so well, but just the last couple of overs, spooned a couple in the air, and this time it's brought about his downfall. Yeah, that's right. And so Cheyenne Jahangir goes for 38. As you can see, it was a wide ball that he chased and just spooned it in the air. Nicely taken. 38 off 30 balls for Jahangir. And 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 Azam, the captain, comes in. Oh, big drive off the first ball, but straight to Hobson at cover, and picks that one up nicely. So the captain, Azam, coming out with intent. Oh, this time just works that one over the top of the fielder's backward of point.
Yeah, certainly if these two go for a while, it's going to be game over, I think. The run rate's not going to be an issue.
Short, pulled away in the air for some time, but falls short of the fielder in the deep. And Khan. Oh, big swing of this one. It's high in the air. It's going to be a hard one to catch as it Spores out there was running around searching for the ball over his shoulder, and in the end couldn't get to where it fell, and they come back for a second run. But yeah, just the ball perhaps just not coming on. A full toss this time, and slices that away fine, all the way down to the third man boundary. So a loose ball really there from Kelly. A shin high full toss outside off stump, and 4 runs was the result.
Just back to the previous ball, there was a couple of similar situations in the international games, wasn't there, with the high balls? And I remember Mark Waugh talking about the lights being a little bit lower. Could have been a factor there.
This one's short and swung away high, down to third man. Bounces just inside the boundary and over the rope for a boundary 4 to Khan. He liked the look of that. Short outside off stump and made the most of it. No fielder down there, of course. All the short again, swung away this time. Down to fine leg and over the boundary line on the bounce for another boundary 4 for Khan, and just starting to show his class here and taking to the attack. But not the best delivery from Esterhuizen. Short leg side, and Khan made no mistake. 16 off 6 balls, and he's really starting to motor now. Period of the innings. A big swing away on the leg side. Pull shot, one bounce. Again, it's Holt back into the attack. Just dropped that one a little bit short. And Khan was all over it, pulling it out into the gap on the leg side. Full again, swung away, straight down the ground. This one's going to be caught, I would think. It's straight down the throat of the fielder down there. So a disappointing end for Hassan Khan as he holds out at deep long on. And the catch nicely taken by Teague Wyllie, I think it is. And yeah, another needless wicket probably fallen there. They had the game in control, and Khan has to go for 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗄, 22 off 10 runs. Looked like taking the game right away from the Scorchers, and he's holed out at deep long on.
Yeah, he was only going to get himself out, and that's what he did. He picked the fielder out, hit it cleanly. He's a bit frustrated as he comes off. He knows he probably wanted to take through with the red ink, not for his own reasons, but for the team. They needed him out there, but they're still in a really strong position.
Spores again. Full this time. Got a good piece of this out to the boundaries, going all the way over the top for a boundary 6 to 𝘂𝐸𝐿𝐴. Short and swung away over the fielders inside the circle behind point. And that one will run away again for another boundary. So we're in at the start of the 18th over.
Man going back now to third man, bringing long on up.
Oh, this one full. Hit him on the pad, and it's been given on the back pad, caught directly in front. So Kelly dug the first couple in. It is full. Oh, he's pushed out to the covers. The throw comes in, but they get through safely for the single. They're coming back for a second on the overthrow, and they're going to make that pretty easily as well. As the throw comes in, so full again, on the pads again, a big shout, and LBW once again. So, wow, we have got a game on our hands here as Kelly just got it all right in his final over. As coming to the crease is Umar Khan. So Spores in now. It's a full toss. Smash through the covers. It's going to find its way all to the boundary. All the way to the boundary, and that's the winning runs. And fittingly, it's the captain, Azam, who hits the winning runs for the Chicago Kingsmen. They've come along tonight. They've really entertained us. They did well in the field. And it's the Kingsmen who finish up winners in the game. Jahangir was the mainstay at the top of the order, scoring 38 runs, and then some terrific support down the order from Hassan Khan with 22, and the captain, of course, Hamad Azam, scoring the winning runs and finishing with 28 not out. You can see the summary on the screen there. Kelly finished with 3 wickets.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃.com.